welcome to cricketnext.com. I am Ayaz Memon. India versus Bangladesh, one-off test match is not something that really appeals to me, a one-test series. But even so, Bangladesh have got an opportunity to play against the top-ranked team. Bangladesh are ranked number 9, India are ranked number 1. So they'll look forward to this opportunity. How do you think, or how do I think they'll fare? Look, odds are heavily stacked against Bangladesh, especially after their 0-2 defeat against New Zealand. They come here on back of, not a very happy performance, because in one match they scored 500 and they still lost. So it's not going to be easy, and especially against an Indian team which is in red hot form. The batsmen, the bowlers, especially the spin troika, Ashwin, Jadeja, Yadav. I know that Bangladesh can play spin a little better than perhaps the English team did, but even so, this is going to be a formidable task for them. Having talked about what the Bangladesh batsmen will be up against, India's spin troika in terrific form, let's not forget that Bangladesh also have some high quality spinners, led of course by Shakib Al Hasan, their most experienced and I think the most gifted player. So, and India's record against spin has not necessarily been very good, even when they are playing at home. Let's also not forget that Bangladesh playing in India is going to be vastly different from Bangladesh playing in New Zealand. Conditions differ. They are far more used to the subcontinent, and let's also not forget, if I have to emphasize, that Bangladesh had beaten England in the second test match. The series was squared, but the second test was won by Bangladesh and largely by their spinners. So India's batsmen need to be on their guard. Continuing on the subject of spin, Ravichandran Ashwin poised to reach 250 test wickets, the fastest he would be if he gets it in fewer than 48 tests. That's the record which belongs to Dennis Lillee. Ashwin is playing his 45th test match, and therefore he'll be looking at inching or getting past the 250 mark. It's been a wonderful season as well as a wonderful past, I would say, 15 months for Ravichandran Ashwin, and especially when he's playing in India, he seems to be, well, at times virtually unplayable. But as I mentioned earlier, the Bangladesh batsmen Mushfiqur, Shakib, Tamim Iqbal and so on and so forth might be more used to playing spin than the English or the South African or the Australian batsmen are. Let's talk about the sweet dilemma that confronts Virat Kohli and Anil Kumble. Who do they pick between Ajinkya Rahane and Karun Nair? Ajinkya Rahane got injured, lost his place. Karun Nair came in, and guess what? He made a triple century. So now India will be looking, or Kumble and Kohli will be wondering who they should field in the match against Bangladesh in that number 5, number 6 slot. Should it be Rahane, who's performed wonderfully well for the team in different conditions, different countries, and been a solid resource for India, especially when they're not doing well. And on the other hand, there's young Karun Nair, who 300, how do you ignore that kind of a score? All I can tell you is I am happy I am not in the position that Kumble and Kohli are. It's a mind-boggling dilemma.